And SM, I don't know whether you've been on Facebook. For somehow they are roasting Vincent Ekow Assafua. Yes, they say he's no. Actually, they say it's a low budget Okujeto Ablakwa and all those things. So very interesting. In fact, he's been roasted badly.
We say the Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa, now Foreign Affairs Minister. On cancer trasa.
Okay.
You said the President of the Republic of Ghana. No more Thanksgiving service.
Yes.
By 10 munina no Ghana.
Yes.
To nipa bakono ade odane ne humienu na 10 no ha. Na 7 wasan etua or the private jet Ekow manoniana.
But he also says he did not mention anybody's name.
Oh. And in so say adwuma no be ya onyere no ho. Onyere no no nye ni yesuso.
And take it seriously.
Yes. But you say we are now to the gumcrophony. Can Ukraine woman na enko checking you say, oh, the old can yampa. Who said they no could do yina or man no amount flight number, no more say, wow, Casa by your research by fetch Rebecca. Who say yes, the old morning is super pepe. Or also no a block the comment section. Or trying to block the comment section. And do we also do me?
So okay, there are some limited people who can comment. Okay, because this is I think this is what started it. He posted 8 hours ago. This private jet MBAEP left Accra this morning around 7 a.m. It is estimated to cost $15,000 per hour to rent this flight. A simple calculation shows that a 7-hour journey already covered amounts to $105,000. If the flight proceeds to Japan, which is likely to take about 12 hours, that will be another $180,000. If it then continues to Singapore, approximately 7 hours away, that will add another $105,000. Finally, the jet flies directly to Germany and then back to Accra, a total of about 20 hours return trip. That will add another $300,000. Altogether, the cost comes to an incredible $690,000 without including waiting times and stopovers. Damn. This is him, what he posted. So, Dogbey went to, Deputy Chief of Staff, mostly in charge of the President protocol and movements most of the time. Then he says, this one here will also demand, that's his response to Vincent Ekow, will also demand to be called honorable. Even if you are not street smart, it doesn't take much brain work to avoid embarrassing yourself. Or the president was live on many TV networks between 10:30 and 12:45 p.m. And if you're watching, you also see that the president was live from Christ the King Cathedral of the Catholic Church here in Accra, attending the Thanksgiving Mass of Dr. Eduardo Manibuama at the Christ the King Parish. Okay, there's only one cathedral. There's the one, Holy Spirit. Did he take off in the supposed jet at 7 a.m. and flew back for the 10:30 a.m. Mass? I guess we have to ask his classmates how smart this guy was in his lower school days. Because age, this is not how to be relevant to Vincent Ekow. If I invest in reading and how to be politically relevant and stop disgracing MPs. # resetting Ghana. Now he shares this comment of Dogbey on his post. Okay. Because I know Dogbey, to when he was sharing it, he actually shares what he posted. Okay. So he shares what has been shared and the comments that were made. And then he says, nonsense. Your smart self couldn't tell you that the post did not mention your name. Neither did it mention anyone's name. If not John Mahama, how can someone like you become a deputy chief of staff? So, and this is quite an interesting thing, and it looks like he too has gone on that tangent. But very interesting. I'm wondering why a normal member of parliament is worried about if you did not mention anybody's name. It does not involve the public. A normal member of parliament for Tafo, why would you talk about a private jet that landed in Ghana and was moving from one place to another? And all the rules that he mentioned are the rules that the president has announced. There's a statement from the presidency. Okay. Did the presidency not issue a statement clearly indicating that the president will... Okay, President John Mahama would undertake an official 2-country visit to Japan and Singapore aimed at deepening bilateral relations, expanding trade and investment links, and advancing cooperation on shared development priorities. In Japan, the president will attend the 9th Tokyo International Conference on Africa Development. That's TICAD 9, where he will make a presentation at the plenary session on the economy, promoting trade and investment. Then, continue, the president will deliver address at Ghana Presidential Investment Forum, showcasing Ghana's investment opportunities at the resetting Ghana agenda. You also hold a series of bilateral meetings with key Japanese partners, including the president of the Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA), senior representatives of the Japan External Trade Organization, and the Prime Minister of Japan, Shigeru Ishiba, to discuss trade, investment, technical cooperation, and infrastructural partnerships. So this is clearly the president indicating that they will move from Japan to Singapore. No be so. So if you are saying that, can it not be suggested that, of course, you are a member of parliament, so we guess you are only concerned about how the public purse is used. This is a member of parliament for Tafo is telling us that he's concerned about a private jet landing in Ghana, is calculating how much it will cost for the jet to move for no reason. That's what he's spending his time.
Sebi or Hona Nigerian is all your calculations.
Yeah, then he started doing calculations.
Say flight to be a BC Mfano. No, your calculations they are
then he has time, Papa.
All time.
The Tafo people need to find him something to do. But you can't do that, because when you are saying this, everybody assumes. So people after reading this and knowing that president is moving, okay, worried. President Mahama that we brought into office not to be like Akufo-Addo, is also becoming like Akufo-Addo. Would we not get worried that this is the implication, is what you are implying?
By the president even went to the commercial flight.
The president has moved. So that's the interesting part. The interesting part is that you see, when you are caught, yes, admit.
He will never admit.
You lied and then you are caught.
You
like then you are caught. You are rushing. You are rushing. In fact, I recall many a times you remember that when Okujeto Blackwood started on the presidential travels and started raising issues with the president. And I realized that recently when we had this tragic accident, people went back to what he said, to the work he did at the time. And how that made it difficult for the president to travel by private jet anymore. And they were talking about when the matter involved has nothing to do with presidential jets. We haven't even discovered what happened to the helicopter. How do we conclude and start jumping? And I've had so many discussions that worry me. Okay, so helicopter flew from Accra, is going to Obuasi, gets involved in an accident. Should we know at least wait to understand what happened before we start even talking about? In fact, people are even start saying that our army cannot defeat that of Togo. How can you say that? Who wants to disclose the strength of the army so easily like that? That you are telling the Togolese that, the Togolese will now realize, we can beat Ghana army. For all these years. You see, one of the things that helps you in war is unpredictable. Is reputation. Why? Do you think American army, when was the last time they went to war? Who can tell whether or not they can face anybody? After what happened to them in Iraq and Afghanistan and those places. But people believe that you can't take on the American army because of long-standing reputation. So when your country has an army that they respect, you don't just go and sit on TV and say that the army is not in good shape. It's a discussion to have on TV and on radio. When you are done, so if somebody, maybe Togolese fine or Abidjan, what do you call it? Côte d'Ivoire. One day they are doing something and we issue a statement telling them, we think that they shouldn't do this and everything. And Côte d'Ivoire, they fear us because they know that our army is strong. Then we go and perhaps maybe they are fighting some rebels and they start shooting something into our country, and we say we caution them that they should stop. Else we will retaliate. Then they have heard that the army has no. They say they will throw more, and when we mess up, they will move troops into our country because they are convinced that our army is not in good shape. Who says that? Anyway, But we said all that this last week. We've said that our army is. How can he say that? Our Air Force is not in good shape. Our Navy is not in good shape. The army, the ground troops are also not in good shape. We said all that last week because of a helicopter crash, the cause of which we haven't established yet. They will give away. We've told everybody that the fact that we even say that we cannot be Togo alone. So imagine how the people at the top. Meanwhile, there's an insurgency happening at the top. There are terrorists attacking countries at the top. How do you say that about yourself? Anyway, SM. Then perhaps we'll pick a few calls from our listeners. It's been a while. Okay, so we'll have a message from the National Lotteries Authority for you. But before then, Compu Ghana is also holding this promotion that I'd like to remind.
Amnesty.
Yeah. Everybody free. Come and join. We have forgotten all you have done. If you do something we pain us, we have decided to forgive. If we do something that pain you, forget it and come. Enjoying the Kukurudu family.
There are a couple of people
they've mentioned there.
No, I would want to
hear from them.
Yes, listen to on this matter.
Okay. Okay.
But let me be son of Panisentino. Alancha Martin Obijai movement for change now. Wasan kwa na say.
And that's the offer. That's what they're saying. Clemency. Re-invitation.
But Alan is actually not one of the people I want to hear from.
Really?
This matter.
But he is the only one who has left in recent times and actually has gone ahead to set up a political party.
I know.
So his views are quite.
He's actually like there are individuals within the movement of change for change, right?
Okay.
Movement for change. I would want to hear or listen to so far as their take on this matter is concerned.
It's concerned, okay.
But not really, Alan.
Okay.
Yeah. I would want to hear how somebody like Mr. Palafoko feels about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Palafoko has been quite inactive in our politics ever since that thing happened. Yes. And I think that one of the things that may have killed his interest has been having to, especially what his brother went through. Yes, and in fact, they were ready to show him where power lies. So after that, he's gone virtually under the radar most of the time when it comes to matters of politics. You could spot him in a few places, but really, if he has to do politics, you won't see him.
You would say forget him, but I also want to hear from the former Adenta MP. Something Boabi.
Boabian Sama. Okay.
Yeah.
Boabian Sama. Yes, he's been quiet after the election. He's been really quiet after.
I don't see hear from.
Yeah.
Alan really
not the person you want to hear from, because a few people as Nana Ohinito also left the party at the time.
Yeah, Nana.
The man who is both Akan and everywhere at the same time. Who
Mr. Adoye.
So it's very interesting because quite interesting because it was one of the what do you call anyway. Are those is your list? Have you exhausted your list?
I wouldn't mind listening to
Solomon.
Yeah, you know, they changed the way Solomon switched.
Yeah.
From somebody who was at the forefront of defending the MPP to moving into movement for change, and I mean the things he says about how the party is being run now, how they expected the MPP to be ruled or governed or said, you know, I would want to listen to him.
Okay. About what he thinks.
Yes, about this. Oh, let it go. All of you, we are sorry. Come back to the party.
Okay.
Let's fight for, the MPP and make it stronger and better. So I would want to listen to
Solomon Owusu.
Okay.
Solomon Owusu is one of the people you like to listen to.
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
And
Interesting choice.
Also, the person is called something Wabi.
Yabobian someone.
Yabobian
Because Yabobian someone was like a director of communications of the party at one point. They've actually, you see, it's rare. I think the NDC, they can count at some point, maybe Koko Anyido in recent times. He still insists he's a member of the party, just that he works against the party. So he insists he's a member of the party who works against the interests of the party in open, but he continues to hold his membership as so he hasn't left the NDC.
He hasn't left.
He said he hasn't left. He retains his membership.
But what does the party feels about him? What is the party's take on him, on his membership of the party? It was not he saying that he's a member of the party. It's the records that show that whether he's a member of the party or not. He can say he's a member of the party if the party has given you an official letter that you are no more a member of our party. You can go anywhere, go and stand on top of them. The highest building in Ghana and shout that I am NDCO. Nobody cares.
No, but you see, the interesting thing about this kind of things is that because in the case of the MPP, unlike in the case of Kokwando, who still insists that he's a member of the party, these people actually left the party. They indicated that the party in its current nature, we don't see where you are going to. So we are no longer members of the party. But there are some people who the party actually virtually kicked out. Paula Foko was one. In fact, it's interesting to see Sami Krab turning up nowadays, and he's even one to contest. But Paula Foko virtually was kicked out of the party and has never shown an interest in returning to the party. Dr. Nyahu Nyahu Tamakulu. Because you remember. Anyway, what does the MVP say?
The same amnesty and adherence to party disciplinary protocols. That's how they titled it all.
Yeah.
I bring you warm greetings from the National Secretariat of the party. I write to inform you that the National Council at its emergency meeting held on Friday, July 25, 2025, resolved in the interest of unity and reconciliation to grant a general amnesty to all party members who have been suspended or whose disciplinary cases are currently pending before the appropriate judicatory bodies.
Okay.
Now, we hereby serve notice that this directive lifts all such suspensions and waives any ongoing proceedings against affected members.
Okay.
Members who have forfeited their membership are required to submit a formal application to the National Secretariat for reinstatement.
Okay.
Upon reinstatement, you shall remain ineligible to contest any internal party election until a mandatory 2-year period has elapsed.
Okay.
This measure reflects the party's unwavering commitment to fostering internal cohesion, strengthening solidarity, and preparing collectively for the political task ahead. In view of this resolution, party leadership at all levels is hereby strictly advised to refrain from any arbitrary suspension of members.
Okay.
All disciplinary matters must be handled solely in accordance with the procedures, principles, and due process previously or provisions expressly enshrined in the party's constitution. The National Secretariat requests your full compliance with this directive. We count on your continued cooperation. Signed, Mr. Dankwa Smith Bute, Acting National Chairman. Thank you.
You see who is the acting national chairman?
Chairman Bute.
Chairman Bote. But
You don't know Chairman Bute.
Is it that?
You don't know Chairman Bute.
Really?
The one who went, throwing a microphones. The one who went pushing microphones and throwing microphones away at the press conference. That's in Chairman Bute, you don't know. He's acting Chairman.
He wrote it. He wrote it.
Whether he wrote it or they wrote it for him, his name is under it. He did now. Signature no did there, but he said signed Mr. Dankwa Smith Bute, acting national chairman. You mean waiting?
In absence of him team.
Yeah.
That's the leadership that takes over.
Acting.
Secretary is FGK.
JFK. You see, so but really, he's an acting. So is it by force that if you're one of, he was the one who signed the. Are you sure that is him? I'm not sure. I'm not sure it is him.